We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. The opener of the final series of the year between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. The Rays have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Luis Severino, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Now in the box, Hunter Renfroe. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, D-Row, this guy's been white hot all season long. Needs to pick the pace up, though. 2nd right now in average in the league.
I agree with you, Dan. He's going to get hot if he wants to chase down this coveted batting title. He's got to find a way to not chase the numbers and trust the process each time he steps in the box.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
3-0 now. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Hunter Renfroe leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 62 on the year as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
I love the way this lineup's constructed. Right out of the gate, they smack you right in the mouth with one of the better power hitters in their lineup. And he takes him deep right there to set the tone.
Stepping in now, Brandon Lau. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Lau is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Now at the plate, Austin Meadows. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
Hey, if this guy wants to win a batting title, he needs to get going, D-Row. He's 4th right now in the league.
Yeah, I think he just needs to trust the process, Dan. Can't worry about the top 3 guys ahead of him right now. He's got to let them fall to the pack, or at least hope they fall to the pack. He's just got to stay inside himself and have quality ABs. Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the 1st inning.
0-1, here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. He loses him on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. From the belt, the pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, a 3-2 count and a guy that handles the bat up at the plate. This is a great time to put that runner on first in motion.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game where he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
In now, Joey Wendell. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line towards center field. Hicks is there. 2 gone.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. First offering on its way.
1-0.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The set and the 2-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Meadows isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Now at the plate, Willie Adames, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Off the plate, ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Choi at second. Kiermaier on at first with 2 down. A ball and a strike.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
The 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Heading after it is Judge. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Rays 2 and the Yankees nothing. Tyler Glasnow will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 29.
Now the pitch.
Ball.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Wilmer Flores comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And there's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a changeup is bounced to second, reined in. And there's out number 2.
Batting third. The shortstop, DJ LeMahieu.
So striding forward now, DJ LeMahieu. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Hard on the ground towards short. Adames picks it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Stepping up now, Yandy Diaz, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, back outside.
The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. The pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And this is going to find the wall out near the Yankee bullpen. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Batting ninth.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
So now to the plate, Michael Perez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got that batting average up over 350 now. 4 home runs and 30 RBIs. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
No one out with a runner at second. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Full count now, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Back up the middle. LeMahieu with a great stop. He is out.
The left fielder, number 11. Hunter Renfroe.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Now a drive by Renfroe. This is hit well out to left. Into the second deck and gone. Hunter Renfroe with a 2-run shot. His second of the game, and the Rays have opened it up even further now. It's 4-0.
Now that one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Now batting.
Into the
Number
box
8.
now, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
To the plate now, Austin Meadows. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
At the plate, Ji-Man Choi. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Now the 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Stanton. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Joey Wendell digs in now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want...
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that ends the inning. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Leading off the inning, Aaron Judge, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Aaron Judge becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Comes in with an average of 265, 29 homers, and 84 runs batted in. A bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. Stanton, 30 years of age. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2 is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Kiermaier to the track. He gets there, but he missed it. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Meadows is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So striding in, Gary Sanchez. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fouled off. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Yanks strand a pair. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're flat out doing an outstanding job at picking on pitches that they can do something with. And by that, he means pitches inside the strike zone. The numbers definitely back that up as well. Less than 10% of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. For comparison, the major league average is somewhere around 30%, something they want to keep up as this game progresses, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Kevin Kiermaier is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And it's 1-1. And this one's high and tight, backing him up. 2-1. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. The 3-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Jacob Junis is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Jacob Junis.
Standing in now, Willie Adames, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Grounded back up the middle. Torres picks it up, and that's the first out.
The third baseman, number 2,
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Yandy Diaz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Hit on the ground to short. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Perez. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Two out, nobody on. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Perez, a native of Puerto Rico. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Rays lead it 6-0. Stepping into the box, Aaron Hicks. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batter, number 29.
Next for New York, Gio Urshela. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Hit hard up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Tampa Bay leads this one 6-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
First offering on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0. Hard liner to center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
To first, scooped up, LeMahieu for one. To Voit in time for the double play. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Boy, this one got ugly early. They were looking to get some innings out of the starting rotation. That didn't happen in this one, lasting only 2 innings. A lot of outs yet to get from this bullpen.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One ball and 2 strikes the count. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Again, he sends it out of play. So a full count now.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for Tampa. They lead it 6-0. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. A matchup with Tyler Glasnow to lead off the inning.
The shortstop, DJ LeMahieu.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And there you see the Yankees leaderboard as he finds himself second in that category. Here's big Aaron Judge as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go. And he looks at a ball 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here he comes again, 1-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton now, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And here comes the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And the pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Two balls and no strikes.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Outside, 3-0 now.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
In there, 3-1. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Up next for the Rays, Kevin Kiermaier. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
Lifted the other way to left center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. And he's in safely to third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
And this is a dream start of an inning for the guys at the plate and a nightmare for the pitcher and the defense. No outs, runner at first and second, and he just ropes a triple to start what could be a huge inning. Already a rough frame, and there are still no outs.
So now to the plate, Willie Adames, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Torres onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there, but man, that has to frustrate you, Dan. An executed pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
Tyler Lyons gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Lyons, a 6'4" lefty. He was a 9th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 3 runs already home here. Still 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now. Michael Perez waits on deck. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batter.
Ready once again, Michael Perez. From the belt, the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rays 9 and the Yankees nothing. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
For the Yankees.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in for his second at-bat, Luke Voit. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
In now, Gary Sanchez. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. Number 31 for him on the season. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Now batting, center fielder.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. This is in the air to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. At the plate, Gio Urshela. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Kiermaier will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The Yankees answer right back on the solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's cut now to a 9-1 ball game. Hunter Renfroe will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Here comes the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
0-1.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch.
Oh, that's a good. Ball 3.
Brandon Lau will be next. The 3-1. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Standing in now, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
No outs, nobody on. Fouled away. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Austin Meadows. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. This is pulled into right. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He'll get it into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
To the plate now, Ji-Man Choi, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Choi, originally from South Korea, he was taken in the second round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And it's fouled away. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this one's in the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Hicks. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So 2 outs now in the Tampa Bay 6th. And digging in next will be Joey Wendell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rays tack on 1 more thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Rays 10 and the Yankees 1. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores. He's rolled into ground outs a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Hit hard down the line. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Striding into the box, Aaron Judge. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
0-1, here's the pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Hit sharply on the ground. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back.
Stepping in, Torres. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's set. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Line drive base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
At the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Line drive base hit. Torres rounds third and is digging for the plate, and he's safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Nick Anderson takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 70, Nick Anderson.
So now to the plate, Luke Voigt, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Rays 10 and the Yankees 3. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, and he'll complete the cycle if he can blast one over the wall here. First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Jonathan Holder comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Willie Adames. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Holder, originally from Mississippi, he was taken in the 6th round during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Hit on the ground out to short, gloved by LeMahieu. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The third baseman, number 2.
At the plate, Yandy Diaz. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Fastball just off the inside corner. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Michael Perez. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Rays 11 and the Yankees 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in the long ball threat, Gary Sanchez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
0-1 count and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. And that's out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
No, that's low.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Gio Urshela. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. The Rays are in front 11-3. Hunter Renfroe will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
3-1. Brandon Lau is on deck. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Now to the plate, Brandon Lau. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Nobody out, runner on first. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
At the plate, Austin Meadows, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box now, Ji-Man Choi, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Choi is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Count even now at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting at fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next will be the designated hitter, Joey Wendell. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Nope.
And he lays off for ball 1.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
The 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. In there, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Tommy Kingley enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 48, Tommy Kingley.
To the plate now, Kevin Kiermaier. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
The 2-1 is a fastball down below the knees.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. A full count to the Rays center fielder.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 3-2 pitch. Left side, but well fouled.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 1.
Digging in, Willie Adames. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's it.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
One 1-0 count. Here it is. Line drive base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second runner's going to hold over at third, so a run scores and they remain loaded here with 2 away. Standing in now, Yandy Diaz, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. 1-0 pitch on the way.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Heading out toward shallow right. Judge is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rays are out in front, 13-3. Stepping in, Wilmer Flores. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
First pitch on its way. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
So stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. He's set, and the pitch. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. And even 30 home runs on the year. But that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. In now, Torres. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And it's quickly 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Meadows will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. Tampa Bay leads this one 13-4. At the plate, Michael Perez. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a drive out to left center field. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe, as he'll take a look at ball one. A runner at second, nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
3-1. Brandon Lau is on deck. No one out with a runner at second. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, number 8.
Striding in, Brandon Lau, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Ready with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Perez ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. On the big turn costs him as he is out trying to get back to third.
Now batting, right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Zach Britton comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 53, Zach Britton.
At the plate, Austin Meadows, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Meadows has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base north of 400, and having a great batting average. This guy's certainly one of the best players in the game right now.
3-0 now.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And he fouls this one off. Right side, scooped up to second for 1, on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Rays are in front, 13-4. Digging in now, Giancarlo Stanton starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Colin Poche will take the ball now as the new pitcher. First pitch on its way. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation. I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Hit hard to short. Adames scoops it up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Digging in to try it again. Luke Voigt. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 1 out, nobody on. Softly hit toward the hole. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, catcher, Gary.
The Yankees down to their final out, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. He's set. Here it comes. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
13-4 the way this one ends. Tampa Bay were on fire with the bats and ended up with 19 hits total. Tyler Glasnow records his 14th winning decision of the season. Luis Severino struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes.